Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, which means it's my turn for the devotional. We are in Acts chapter 7. We are pootling our way through Acts. It's going well. And Acts chapter 7 is the beginning, kind of the beginning of the end for Stephen, I guess. Is that a bit of a cliche thing to say? Probably. So I'm just going to read you the first 10 verses of Acts chapter 7, which is kind of Stephen's intro to his final sermon, which is a pretty long sermon, really. So let's go. Then the high priest asked him, "Are these charges true?" To this he replied, "Brothers and fathers, listen to me. The God of glory appeared to our father Abraham while he was still in Mesopotamia, before he lived in Haran. 'Leave your country and your people,' God said, 'and go to the land I will show you.' So he left the land of the Chaldeans and settled in Haran. After the death of his father, God sent him to hit this land, where you are now living. He gave him no inheritance here, not even a foot of ground. But God promised him that he and his descendants after him would possess the land, even though at that time Abraham had no child. God spoke to him in this way: 'Your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and they will be enslaved and ill-treated for 400 years. But I will punish the nation they serve as slaves.' God said, 'And afterwards they will come out of that country and worship me in this place.' Then he gave Abraham the covenant of circumcision, and Abraham became the father of Isaac and circumcised him 8 days after his birth. Later Isaac became the father of Jacob, and Jacob became the father of the 12 patriarchs. Because the patriarchs were jealous of Joseph, they sold him as a slave into Egypt. But God was with him and rescued him from all his troubles. He gave Joseph wisdom and enabled him to gain the goodwill of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. So he made him ruler over Egypt and all his palace." So Stephen's kind of giving us a little bit of a historical overview of how the Israelites, how God's people have got to where they are today. He's speaking to the Sanhedrin, or the Sanhedrin, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, and they are the religious leaders, the religious court, and basically they've kind of missed the point. They didn't recognise Jesus when he came, and they didn't recognise Jesus when he died, and they didn't recognise Jesus when he came back to life, although they claim to be God's people. And so this is the beginning of Stephen's sermon, where he's kind of saying, look guys, you've really missed the point. Like, God has been pointing at Jesus since the beginning of time. God has been telling you that Jesus is going to come, and then when Jesus came, you missed it. And I think for us there's a warning there too, that sometimes we get caught up in life, we get caught up in what's going on, and we forget to look at where Jesus is in that and what Jesus is saying in that. And God is clear. He's always clear in the Bible, and he's always clear to us when we really, really seek him, when we really, really ask him. He's clear and he'll point us in the right direction. We just need to make sure we're looking for him and for his direction. It's really spoken to me this morning. I often feel, especially during this time with COVID and things like that, that I'm kind of wading through fog and that I'm looking for God's direction. But actually God is clear. You know, God is not a God of confusion. He makes things clear for people. And so my prayer for me and my prayer for you is that we'll stop maybe distracting ourselves and putting fog in our own way, and that we'll just look to Jesus, we'll look to God, and we'll find out what it is he's trying to say to us, and we won't miss the point.